And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Lofton. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 71 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lofton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3 of the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Howell now. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now in the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make this last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field. Here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, a 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now he'll look to throw it. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lofton, throw left side, complete. That's Porter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
10-0 the score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's Blake Gillikin now. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Off play action. It's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because his defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. And Howell will throw it. He finds his man Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Howell. Johnson's got it complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Howell. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. On second and goal. Howell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
To throw on second down. Lofton, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Throwing on first down. Lofton taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Lofton. For Marshall, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Lofton. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point safely through. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down. Powell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Powell throwing on third down here.
And that will be incomplete.
They're smart enough to avoid the taunting wall, but I guarantee you, Clark has told them, you might well stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rams going to take over late in this first half.
Throwing to start the drive. Lofton buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Throwing again. Lofton looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Back to throw. Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Howell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Howell out of the shotgun. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They will play action. Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ernest Jones charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lofton steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Operating from the gun. Lofton. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Chubb not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Lofton. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Washington on third down.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, Washington.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Howell's throw complete there to Johnson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
It's a gain of 4 that time.
And it'll be first down, Washington. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by David Long.
And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down 20-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Here's Howell.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards.
And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Important extra point up and through, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by a point. A minute 35 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Across the middle in this.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And this returnable for Harris.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.